To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. Without music, life would be a mistake. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. The higher man is distinguished from the lower by his fearlessness and his readiness to challenge misfortune. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. Be careful when you cast out your demons that you don't throw away the best of yourself. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life, no one but you yourself alone. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. There are two different types of people in the world. Those who want to know, and those who want to believe. I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought, the second, a good word, and the third, a good deed. There will always be rocks in the road ahead of us. They will be stumbling blocks, or stepping stones. It all depends on how you use them. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. Enjoy life. This is not a dress rehearsal. The true man wants 2 things, danger and play. For that reason he wants woman, as the most dangerous plaything. Nobody is more inferior than those who insist on being equal. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. My solitude doesn't depend on the presence or absence of people. On the contrary, I hate who steals my solitude without, in exchange, offering me true company. Young people love what is interesting and odd, no matter how true or false it is. More mature minds love what is interesting and odd about truth. Love your enemies because they bring out the best in you. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. There are no facts, only interpretations. Everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has stolen. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. The best friend will probably acquire the best wife, because a good marriage is founded on the talent for friendship. We love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. To do great things is difficult, but to command great things is more difficult. The real question is, how much truth can I stand? Solitude makes us tougher towards ourselves and tenderer towards others. In both ways, it improves our character. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. Do not allow yourselves to be deceived. Great minds are skeptical. Do you want to have an easy life? Then always stay with the herd, and lose yourself in the herd. We often refuse to accept an idea merely because the tone of voice in which it has been expressed is unsympathetic to us. The voice of beauty speaks softly. It creeps only into the most fully awakened souls. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. Call me whatever you like. I am who I must be. Life is that which must overcome itself again and again. So long as men praise you, you can only be sure that you are not yet on your own true path, but on someone else's. Everything matters. Nothing's important. Few are made for independence, it is the privilege of the strong. The author must keep his mouth shut when his work starts to speak. I notice that autumn is more the season of the soul than of nature. Without passions you have no experience whatsoever. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Become who you are. Make what only you can make. Only he who is man enough will release the woman in woman. And if your friend does evil to you, say to him, I forgive you for what you did to me, but how can I forgive you for what you did to yourself? Loneliness is one thing, solitude another. I am a forest, and a night of dark trees. But he who is not afraid of my darkness, will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. All truly great thoughts are conceived by walking. You know a moment is important when it is making your mind go numb with beauty. In the mountains of truth, you never climb in vain. The Spirit now wills his own will, and he who had been lost to the world now conquers the world. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier and simpler. There's no defense against stupidity. You have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. He who promises to love forever or hate forever or be forever faithful to someone is promising something that is not in his power. It is nobler to declare oneself wrong than to insist on being right, especially when one is right. Every achievement, every step forward in knowledge, is the consequence of courage, of toughness towards oneself, of sincerity to oneself. When marrying, ask yourself this question: do you believe that you will be able to converse well with this person into your old age? Everything else in marriage is transitory. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. The fewer friends a person has, the more he has the time to be alone with himself, and the happier they feel. No journey is too great, when one finds what one seeks.